implementing the zero waste agenda in global South cities is a call to action for sustainable practices that transcend borders. As we witness the effects of climate change and environmental degradation, the imperative to adopt a zero waste mindset becomes increasingly urgent. So together, we will explore strategies to implement this agenda, fostering collaboration and understanding across diverse global smart cities. And the second topic, strategic direction of smart cities in the transformation era, brings us to the intersection of education and technology. So in an era where smart cities are becoming the norm, it is paramount that we consider the role of smart cities in building and sustaining these intelligent urban environments. So as we engage in these discussions, let us remember that our collective intelligence that has the power to shape the world that is not only smart, but also compassionate and sustainable. I encourage you to embrace the diversity of thoughts present in this room, as it is through collaboration and open dialogue that we will find the solutions to the challenges ahead. Yeah, thank you very much and for being a part of WINIT 2024.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jisoo Ho, for the wonderful speech. Let's move on to the next agenda, the panel session that will be led by the Honorable Moderator, Ms. Priscilla Ruiz. To the Honorable Moderator, the session is yours.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Luis, you have the two mics on your. You have two of your. You have to close your one. And
Mute. Do we still have a
oh, okay. Hello everyone. I think Priscilla has issues some mic issue, but I still also hear some echoes on my side. I hope audio problem doesn't exist anywhere. So first presentation has been changed, so we're going to have Professor Ju to make a presentation on his side, and then I will do mine. But I think someone on our video, Royana, Everyone can turn it off. Somehow, I think getting there was some echoes.
Okay, Professor, the audio is clear.
Audio is clear,
Yeah.
but I hear some echoes from my side.
The audio in the offline session is clear in here, Professor.
In your side.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll be continue. Let me ask Professor Drew to start his session. So, Professor Drew, the session is yours. Thank you.
Excuse me, Professor. The audio is still mute.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, the audio is clear, Professor. You can continue.
Okay. The I'm gonna. Oh, still whenever I'm speak my speech in echo. So can you take care of this problem? I'll try again. So whenever I hear something and actually echoed again.
Hello, Professor. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. But whenever I say something and the echoed. So how about your side? You can hear me very well.
Yes, it's pretty clear here, Professor.
Okay. Very awkward, but I'll try my best to convey my lecture. But whenever I say something, the 1 second, after 1 second, echo again. So there's any remedy to resolve this problem? Hello?
Hello, Professor.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Is it still echo in there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, still the problem has not yet been settled down. Anyway, I'll try my best. Okay, so I'm gonna share my slide. Just a minute. So can you see my slide?
Yes, we can see the slides.
Hello?
Yes, Professor, we can see the slides.
Yes, Professor Chu, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Can you see my slide?
Yes, we can see the
Yes.
slides.
Okay. Okay, so today I'd like to make a lecture for 40 minutes as far as I understand. My lecture is regarding strategic direction of the smart cities in the grand transformation era. So the actually my name is Young Sub Ju. I'm a distinguished professor at the Seoul National University. I'm closely working with Professor Huang. So in the area of the smart city area. So I'm currently engaged with the Korea ICT Convergence Network, specialized in the digital transformation as a chairman. And then I used to be with the Korean government as a minister responsible for small and medium enterprise and startups. So actually, based upon my experience in the academia and government and private sector as a CEO, I'd like to the present kind of the strategic direction of the smart cities in this grand transformation era. Okay, so first part is the paradigm shift in the grand transformation era. Actually, we must understand the what kind of the paradigm shift has been in progress as of today. So the if you take a look at the current progress of the world, the world is currently being set in the hyper change era. Everything is changing at the light speed as of today. So in terms of the magnitude of change or scope of change or speed of change, the current the change is unprecedented. Actually so fast, so large, and so the big, and so the wide. So we must understand the current hyper change to understand what kind of world we are currently situated in. So actually starting from the change of the technology, so now especially AI is kind of the highlighted as a kind of the global the phenomenon. So as of today, technology has become a center of everything. So everybody says the geopolitics so far, but now this kind of word has been changed to technopolitics. So everything is the center around the technology. So actually, the future of the country or future of the enterprise or even individual rely on the technology. So the technology is changing so fast. And then as a result of that, global economic environment is being changed a lot. So and then the people is also being changed. Millennials or Gen Z or Gen Alpha, it has become the kind of mainstream of the consumers, mainstream of the employees. So this kind of change of people is changing everything. So as you know, the change of people is the changing happening every time, but actually current millennials or Gen Z or Gen Alpha is completely different from previous generations, including the over 40s, in terms of the digital technology, perspective. So the so-called the digital immigrant versus the digital native. So that is the kind of the what the digital technology change the philosophy or behavior or way of thinking, way of working right now. And then the capitalism, which is a kind of cornerstone of the current economy, is also being changed. So the that's because the capitalism is currently aggravating the social pluralism. So the distance between the have versus have not is getting farther and farther, larger and larger. That's the end up with social pluralism. So social pluralism is very dangerous because the country cannot be sustainable uh, in case of the extreme the social pluralism. So that's the reason why the government policy is also being changed. So so-called the capitalism 4.0, in other words, the inclusive capitalism is currently being emerged. So and then as a result of that, even the company enterprise management philosophy is also being changed. So that's the reason why the ESG management is emerging. And COVID-19 pandemic is changing everything, as you know. And then the climate change and climate crisis is currently the force the country to the come up with carbon neutrality, so-called net zero. So that is going to change the industrial perspective. So, and then the new Cold War era, resulting from the conflict between U.S. and China, and the Russia and Ukraine, and even the Israel and Hamas. This kind of the global conflicts is currently being larger and larger. So actually, U.S. China conflicts is started from the trade war. Now they are moving into the technology war, a resource war. Eventually, we are expecting a kind of finance or a money war. So a lot of new changes are coming in right now. So actually, this kind of the hyper change of the world is currently the asking the world to adapt themselves into the grand transformation. So currently, three kinds of the grand transformation is currently on the rise. First one is digital transformation. That's because the current the change is coming from the digital technology. So, and then the green transformation, in order to take care of the climate crisis and their carbon neutrality. And then the third one is the civilization transformation to cope with the COVID-19 pandemic, the and then resulting the complete change of lifestyle and the neo Cold War era. So, and this kind of three kinds of the transformation is currently on the rise. And then the kind of two key keywords of the global innovation is the digitalization and sustainability. So you must understand these two keywords, digitalization and sustainability, is currently driving the world. So as a kind of key innovation, keywords. Okay, so based upon that, and the world needs to take care of these three transformation. Actually, when it comes to the digital transformation, the enterprise must perform the digital transformation. In other words, the DX-based business model revolution. And then the second, the green transformation will force the enterprises to take care of the green transformation or ESG-based the business model revolution. And civilization transformation is also requires the enterprises to take care of the digital transformation acceleration and grant the global value chain restructuring as well as the business model revolution. Okay, so actually, I because of time, I do not have enough time to explain each of these three the grand transformation, but I briefly cover three digital transformation. Actually, firstly, the digital transformation is the same word as the fourth industrial revolution. So actually, digital transformation is has the keywords the three. First one is connectivity. Actually, connectivity, and second one is data, and third one is AI. So connectivity creates a lot of data, and then data will be analyzed by the AI, artificial intelligence. So connectivity, data, and the AI is the three keywords of the digital transformation. So actually, based upon the digital transformation, we can say there are three phases, three steps of the digital transformation. First one is digitization. It's the converting everything into digital data, and then the second is a kind of the digitalization. It's a kind of process innovation, utilizing the digitalization. And then third one is the eventual goal. It's going to be digital transformation. So changing and transforming the business model or business strategy. So the actually end up with in case of the enterprise business transformation, in case of home transformation, city transformation, society transformation, and even nations and state countries transformation can be possible. Okay, so actually the digital transformation is going to completely change the business model. So in other words, the business model, the innovation or business model revolution enabled by technology innovation. So previously, we were living in mass production and consumption age, but now moving into the customized production, customized consumption. So every product is being customized right now, and even service, healthcare, finance, tour, education, everything is becomes the customized as of today. So that is the kind of the typical the phenomenon of resulting from the digital transformation. Okay, so digital transformation, in other words, the fourth industrial revolution is a DX-based the business model revolution. We can say that. And then the world is now in the midst of DX, digital transformation-based business model revolution. So the future of the enterprises, future of nations rely on the success of this business model revolution. So that much the DX is becomes extremely important as of today. Okay, so I'd like to skip this slide because it's kind of more professional. So is a kind of the examples of the digital transformation, ranging from the product, the innovation and service innovation, or product and service convergence. In other words, the combination, which is characterized as product servitization, everything as a service. So, and then platform is another the typical business model of the digital transformation. And then product and finance must be converged, and data-driven business model or many kind of the new convergence-based business model will be emerging. So, um, so, so as a summary of the first digital innovation, digital transformation, the this kind of DX-based business model revolution is the top priority task for all enterprises as all countries. So, and then that is the must be considered as the top priority work. Okay, so second transformation, next one is the green transformation. Actually, the most of the global countries, including USA, European Union, Korea, Japan, most of advanced countries already made a full commitment to net zero by year 2050. The net zero means the kind of the emission of the CO2 gas must be offset by the absorption of the CO2 gas. In other words, the net emission must be zero. So actually as of today, the everybody is concerned about global warming, even global boiling. So now the temperature rise of the Earth is expected to exceed 1.5 degree, even 2 degree, the over the industrialization the age. So now the China started the industrialization a little bit later than advanced countries. So that's the reason why they request to allow them to commit to year 2000, net zero by year 2060. India, even later, so they committed to net zero by year 2070. So anyway, in order to meet, in order to keep this kind of commitment, it's not an easy work. So in case of Korea, currently 730 million CO2 tons. So the CO2 emission is the current level of the Korea. Actually, then must be reduced up to the 11%. In other words, 89% must be reduced. It's a huge, challenging target. So, in case of the increasing the CCUS or kind of the new technology, the increase the kind of CO2 absorption portion, still the 86% must be reduced. And in order to achieve this goal, as a kind of midterm goal, we must reduce the 40% CO2 emission by year 2030. So this is a very tough job. And when it comes to the kind of quantitative the analysis of this kind of greenhouse gas emission. As you take a look, as you can see from this slide, the electricity, in other power generation, represents the 37% of Korean total CO2 emission, and industry side is around 36%. So combining only these two sources, 73%, almost three-fourths, 73% of the Korean CO2 emission is coming from these two sources, power generation and industrial manufacturing. So how to minimize, how to reduce the CO2 emission? Actually, right now, in case of power generation, we must convert into the renewable energy. but actually 100% renewable energies are almost impossible to accomplish. So the Korea wants to include the nuclear power generation into this power mix. So in case of the European Union, already they considering the including power generation as well as the natural gas. So so-called carbon-free CF100 is currently still controversial, but still the on the table to discuss. And then in case of the power manufacturing side, circular economy is currently the being investigated very heavily by European Union and even Korea, Japan. Most of the manufacturing-oriented countries consider circular economy is one of the solutions. Hydrogen economy is also part of the circular economy. And then is a more this DPP digital power digital product passport is the professional terminology side. Let's skip it. Okay, so and when it comes to green transformation, the not only environment but also the social the sustainability becomes the more and more getting more and more attention. So that is the core of the ESG. So ESG stands for environment, social, governance. So this ESG is based upon the future society and company visions, which is composed of this kind of five goals: sustainable society, healthy society, smart society, safe society, and growing society. So this is the kind of goal. How to achieve this? That is the kind of goal of the ESG. Okay, so now the ESG has become the one of the most booming the philosophy of the enterprise as well as the government management. So the actually the three major reasons or causes of this kind of ESG boom is coming from a kind of the mandatory measures enforced by the investment companies or stock market. But so as you can see from this slide, global investors like the BlackRock request the enterprises to consider ESG as their core government and the management philosophy, and then the each country's the stock market is requesting the listed companies to report ESG based upon the kind of quantitative analysis of the ESG. So, but more important thing is the customer, especially millennials or Gen Z, is very sensitive to environment because of they have a lot of concerns about the future the environment, and then they are also sensitive to fairness or social problems. That's the reason why the ESG becomes is getting a lot of attention. So the that is a kind of the more passive reasons, but actually more this slide shows the more the aggressive, more active the reasons of the drivers of the ESG. So as I explained to you, the MZ generation is the sensitive to environmental as well as the social sustainability. So and then the capitalism 4.0, as I explained before, also become the main theme of the management. And then as a result of the climate change, climate crisis, kind of mandatory net zero policy, which is committed to net zero by year 2050, is also a major reason for ESG boom. So because of that, ESG is a kind of key to survival, key to success, as well as the new spirit of the age, so-called zeitgeist. So in other words, we should not consider ESG as a fashion or kind of temporary phenomenon. So the ESG must be considered as a kind of key to success. So actually, the ESG strategic ESG direction is to catch two rabbits. One is a growth side, green growth, and net zero. So catch two rabbits means the catch the growth side as well as the sustainability. So that is you must understand what these is two pillars of the ESG. Okay, so because of time, I'd like to skip the, already I explained the ESG concept, and the kind of goal of ESG is to accomplish this kind of five visions of the society, or five visions of the nation or even mankind. So that is the eventual goal of ESG. So actually, the right understanding of the ESG is very important. So the many country or many company have a misunderstanding about the ESG as a kind of the passive or duty, or the we must do that even though we do not want. But that kind of attitude is not the right one. So in other words, the goal of ESG management is to capture customer minds. So in other words, without capturing customer minds, the company cannot survive, as you can see. So it's a kind of the pursue customer satisfaction and customer impression, and create the fandom from the customers. So as I emphasized, the catch two rabbits, growth and profitability, as well as the sustainability. Okay, so next the goes to civilization transformation. So actually, especially after COVID-19 pandemic, everything has been changed. So the digital transformation has been accelerated. In case without COVID-19, maybe it took more than 10 years, but it happened the 1 or 2 years because of the pandemic. So, and at the same time, the global value chain has been completely restructured. So as a result of the U.S.-China conflict, so now the friendshoring or reshoring is a kind of the global phenomenon. So who are our friends? That is a kind of the kind of the current happening. So in other words, that could be the opportunities as well as the threats for every countries. So the kind of the global the happenings is we must understand. Okay, the next slide is regarding the strategic direction of the smart cities. So actually, in order to design or in order to create the smart cities, actually we must understand what kind of the era, what kind of time we are currently living in. So without that kind of paradigm change, actually very hard to develop the right smart cities. So the as you know, smart cities is a kind of is not the isolated one. A smart city is where smart cities are living. So what kind of the visions, what kind of the thoughts, what kind of philosophy smart cities are currently pursuing? So that is extremely important for designing smart cities. So that's the reason why we must understand what kind of world we are living in. Okay, so based upon the understanding of three major the transformation, so actually smart city is one of the most highlighted applications of the personal revolution. In other words, the digital transformation technologies in the grand transformation era, and as you know, smart city is a kind of the convergence of the everything. So home must be a smart home, building must be smart building, smart mobility, smart healthcare, smart education, smart administration, smart energy. Um, Many of the constituents of the cities must be smart. So these are kind of convergence of the everything to create the smart cities. So first, the direction, third direction of the smart city is to design a new smart city model based upon digital, green, and civilization transformation I explained today. So the understanding three major transformation is extremely important to create and design the new smart city model. So actually, the smart city, the vision, the vision of smart city must be shared among smart cities. So the smart city must be different country by country. So there cannot be a best one. So the each smart citizens in each country may have a different vision. So that vision must be reflected to smart city model. But at the same time, that smart city model must be based upon three major transformation. So that kind of the conceptual modeling is extremely important. So the any in spite of the that kind of shared vision, actually the every citizens wants to make their city these five visions: sustainable city, healthy city, and intelligent and smart city, and then the safe city and growing city. But some the smart city consider, for example, the sustainable perspective is more important than others. Or anyway, that kind of the kind of weight factor can be changed. But anyway, mostly this could be shared the vision of smart cities. And then the ESG already the digital transformation must be the core of the smart cities as the smart city, the meaning, smart means the digital transformation. So at the same time, the ESG must be embedded into a smart city model in terms of the green transformation. And then so the in other words, the digital and green transformation could be two main pillars of the smart city model. But actually, start with smart city must be started by means of the connectivity first. So by means of the IoT, Internet of Things, or sensor networks, or 5G, or the and wired communication. The all homes, all buildings, all the mobility vehicles, all the things must be connected by means of this kind of hyper connectivity the technology. And then that connectivity will create a lot of the big data as well as the fast data. Big data is a kind of regardless of the timing, but some data is very sensitive to timing. So in a real-time basis. So that is called fast data. So these two types of the data must be collected the appropriately, and that data is going to be analyzed by AI in terms of the cloud computing or the edge computing, and then these kind of three the core the perspective. In other words, the connectivity, data, and AI is going to be kind of three major components of the digital transformation, and that will end up with creating digital twins, so-called cyber physical system. So by using this, we can control or simulate and model smart cities in a very wise manner, very smart manner. So eventually, that smart city could be managed autonomously. So that's the kind of the behind technologies to enabling the smart cities. Okay, so and now, especially after COVID-19, the smart city model has been a lot of significantly affected by redefine. So the three new concept has been attracting a lot of focus. So first one is responsiveness. We must responsive. We must respond very well, very fast, and very real time basis. So and then the smart city must be flexible. So and then the resilience becomes the very important terminology in many areas. So actually we witnessed a lot of happenings, a lot of the problems, which is lacking from the resilience. So as a result of that, resilience becomes the one of the most important the terminologies of today. So we need to redesign city functions and spaces by means of the accelerating digital transformation. So the kind of how to balance centralization and decentralization. That is a kind of there's no panacea and there's no one solution. So it's going to balance is a kind of the one we need to accomplish. Okay, so by means of the connectivity, data, and AI, and innovation, is supposed to redefine smart cities by means of the three new concepts. Okay, so as you know, COVID-19 pandemic has been changing the global lifestyle. Actually that could be a kind of the new driver of the new business model. So we must understand that. Okay, so then this slide shows the European Union's GAIA-X project to build the European Union data ecosystem. So as I emphasized, the connectivity, data, AI is kind of three main components of the new smart cities. So actually the European Union focus on the importance of data. So they are currently constructing a new data ecosystem by means of the SkyX project. So at a later time, I'd like to suggest you to investigate the GaiaX. Okay, so final the slides is regarding the importance of the startup and venture ecosystem for smart cities. That's because the smart cities are composed of a lot of new things, new ideas, new business models, but they cannot be cannot get handled by the government or city officials only. So actually we must create and construct the startup and venture ecosystem to upgrade the smart city. That is the what the final few slides would like to explain to you. So actually financing money is a kind of driver to build the smart cities. So there are several kinds of the finance tools, so including government-based the finance. The options includes the some certain bonds or PPP, or private public partnership, or loans or funds or something like that. So actually, as a summary, public-private partnership and government subsidies and bonds and taxes, user charges are the important sources for the financing the smart cities. So, but financially, the startup and venture ecosystem is a kind of self-sustainable tools to the finance the smart cities. So the developing startups and venture ecosystem is crucial for smart cities. So this is the final three the slides is regarding Korean startup and venture ecosystem. So I'd like to briefly cover. Actually, Korea is currently in progress in the middle of the second venture and startup and venture boom. First one was happening around the year 2000, almost 20 years ago. And then the second venture boom is currently right in the middle. Now in terms of the newly established number of newly established enterprise is the increasing very fast, and even venture investment as well as the venture fund creation is unprecedentedly high, record high as of today. And even angel investment is also increased a lot. So now this is the reason why we are calling second venture boom. So actually, startup companies and we call venture companies, the valuation is currently almost same as the Korea number one company, Samsung Electronics. So job creation is exceeding four major Korean conglomerates. So in terms of valuation, in terms of the job creation, the startup and venture ecosystem making a lot of the contribution. So in order to beef up and in order to upgrade this kind of the venture boom, Korean government is making a lot of the policies, including the creating venture investment-centric startup ecosystem. 20 years ago, Korean ecosystem was not based upon the investment. At that time, were loan-centric. So in other words, that is very dangerous. And then that was very dangerous. And then how to making a lot of the policies to attract the entrepreneurs, young business, the startup, the entrepreneurs, and also all of the government supports. Okay, so that's the end of my presentation, and then I hope the you have kind of the some ideas how what kind of the world we are currently living, and then in other words the three major transformation why three major transformation important, and then why these three major transformation becomes the main concept for smart cities, and then the importance of finally importance of the startup ecosystem for smart cities. Thank you. Any questions? Hello? Professor Wang? Are you there?
Hello.
Hello, Professor.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Professor Wang, how are you?
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Professor Ju, for um, giving us such a great lecture. I know that you have some other meeting after the talk.
Yes.
Okay. How long would you be able to be here?
Maybe the 20 minutes more.
Okay.
Up
Then
to four o'clock
yeah.
Korea time.
Yeah. Instead of for me to actually move over to then I will maybe make my presentation a little bit quicker so that we can finish everything before 4, and I'll shorten my thing. Okay, so okay, well,
Okay, I'll stay. Okay.
okay, yeah, I'll try to make it shorter, and in that way we can actually make it a little bit the precise. Okay, thank you everyone. Let me turn on my video. Hello everyone. So I thank everyone for you giving such a great time for all of us. I'm going to actually share about the story of this WINIT. At the same time, I named my talk in a way that the need of the scholarship, especially global scholarship for the smart civilization. Let me bring up my slide first, and then we'll talk about that. Um, okay. Does everyone see my slide?
Yes, Professor, it's already visible.
Okay. Well, so everyone see my slide?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. Well, some of you may recall, for those who are in University Mataram, this is the same slide which I made a presentation when I go there. I think that was dated February 5 or 5th on 2023 last year when I visit there with the professor from also KAIST, and also when you also asked me to be joining for your IT management faculty member, and that's the time at which I give you the at the time it was actually named as a "We Need a Frontierism for the Smart Civilization." Now I make it more specific with today as a need of this A plus, global scholarship education for smart civilization. Many of you know that the community we have today are the one that who have been actually educated from Korea. most of them, and they get the scholarship. But this kind of effort need to be done more because we have a lot of issues in the world how to improve the society. But we need a new way of doing so. For that reason, I believe the scholarship is the solution to prepare us. Anyway, smart city or civilization takes more than a decade, more than. So I would say, yeah, it may need for people to recognize that was civilization. It may need more than 50 years or 100 years of effort of several generations working together. And once that actually changes and also transformation happen, we would be able to say such movement or changes of those generations can be called civilization. So for that reason, the Professor Chu already mentioned, we are in a time of transformation, but talking about now civilization transformation. That meant we are in need of more than 3 or 4 generations cooperating together, and so that continuously same spirit or the philosophy can be exercised almost for 100 years. Then I think that civilization will be sustainable and also bring the future for all of us. Brain Korea Scholarship started in same year 2020, and also EDCEP consultancy actually is trying to provide those a certain scholarship for the Ethiopia. Now the new scholarship for ASEAN, which started 2023. So definitely I have been working on the scholarship business area. And here the some of the who I am, as you know, that the blue part of my presence is actually showing that I've been a professor since 2003. And my business after that was actually educating global experts. It's very from, and then I have been appointed more than 5 universities as a global scholar, especially for information technology and also future of civilization. And I'm very happy to be part of you, Indonesia Lombok and University of Mataram. And also I really appreciate Professor Agus and Ida have been actually doing such a great thing to start your IT management courses there. Here, that I have a slide that shows how I've been actually practicing. Professor actually talked about digital transformation and great transformation, and the third one he was talking about civilization. In this way, I also discuss the civilization is the ultimate as a great transformation, and in the middle, the yellow one I have is sustainable transformation, which I need of certain operation be among the community by open operation. So here, what you see on the bottom are the center or our institution, which Korea through the scholarship which have been built. So on the right side, the green transformation, which we believe the civilization effort to be done or to be centered, will be starting from Korea, and what you witnessed today. So for that reason that we have this civilization or convergence center stayed in Korea, or K, and we named that GRC Center C. And recently the one we had also the conference last week, what we call Neo City Empowerment Forum. As a whole, it is actually situated in the airport Orlando vicinity. And actual county who is hosting Neo City Out Center is Osceola County. So there we want to focus on, in order for us to be transformative, that open operation or open innovation will be practiced. For that reason, we will call that center Orlando Osceola Center, or O. So GRCO. The Green Center, what you see an S Cube Center is truly for the green transformation, which I say that the Lombok is really in a green leadership. For that regard, the Mataram, the Lombok, have been actually, we believe such greenship can be also supported with multicultural learning, which what we are doing, what we can do further, and bringing more people and global and ethnicity actually working together. So truly making, Lombok like a Bali, but actually, having a vision that, all the travelers and the people from all around the world come over and create their multiculturalism and making that as a learning and tourism and using metaverse. And this will be the center of Mataram. And I named them GRCM. And then finally, the one you will see next week or in 2 weeks, we'll have also, inauguration of the GRCE, the Economy Ecosystem Builder Center, which will be working with Ethiopia. And definitely Ethiopia needs some digitalization. And, and then digital is so important for them because it's one of the lowest, digital penetration actually there. So without transforming them to from basic digital, like digitization and digitalization and digital transformation, these need to be done from the beginning. For that reason that we actually named that GRCE, the Ethiopia. So, but as an acronym, all you come from the, the order, Korea studied and New City and in America and also Mataram and Ethiopia, then you can see I say come. We are calling everyone, every elite from the world, come and to receive the smart scholarship, which will be given through our center. And we will forever name Korean Center to be GRCC, and Orlando Center to be GRCO, and also Mataram Center to be GRCM, and also Ethiopian Center to be GRCE. So from our point of view, this kind of, that movement will be going by me creating the scholarship. Why I want to actually create such scholarship is, that no one left behind from us on this urban civilization. For that reason that we believe that by 2050, that, or more than 2050 or 70, that finally we want to actually make every city in the world to be smart. Then we need more people to be educated. In order for us to do that, we need. Well, this is my project profile which I've done so far. And you see I've been working on World Bank, UN, WeGo, Adama, and CGLA, New City, And so these are the whole sets of what I'm doing in all the world, globe. And I'm confident that we would be able to have enough people, but, together and doing things and very talented people. The issue is the cost. We need to build up the scholarship for them. And that's why I'm working here. That's why I see that reminding all of you, especially many of you are the leader or the professors, I ask you to work on the building a scholarship for our generation. Not only me, all my scholarship recipients so far, more than 500 people around the world, I ask all of you, if you are listening this one, please come. Please COME to the center and also help me to generate this foundation and this scholarship for the rest of the world. Well, I'm confident because this is our work for 20 years of giving a scholarship to the more than 90 countries. I hope in another 10 years we will reach to all the countries to participate. In that way, all country nationals are our alumni. Finally, we would be able to have all beneficiary from the scholarship, but I will work another 10 years to make that happen. So this is my promise to you. So I'm not going to go over to, but all these picture shows all my grades, the students or scholars who have been receiving Korean scholarship as a Korean Innovation Metro. And this is actually the project. I believe we will build more projects so that if more projects are actually built, that means more scholars will be generated for all of us. So I'd like to ask also Professor Chu helping me and being with me to continue to generate these kind of scholarship. And not only the money, what we want, we need a new way of education. In order that, we need to build a new campus. I'm planning to build a new campus in various places, so including Korea, and Siheung and Kwanak and Yeouido, and in also including in the United States, the New York City and Orlando and all other area. So in order to do that, I've been actually working with very closely for the developing and also civil engineering and also the construction industry or infrastructure industry. I'm confident that I will be able to do that together with many of these generations. And I believe many of the global scholars and leaders know what GSTV and GRC, what I've been doing. I think from now on, just not only showing my individual work, but showing what we can do together. This is, you see my picture with where I've been in your country, in Indonesia. And I've been with my student, young student there. And to let you know that why we need to improve educational facility. I hope more of you join me and join these kind of work, and then so that we can do everything together to improve the smart civilization in the world. I think World Bank is recognizing our activity and effort, and I believe many of you who join me and come will be also connected to that. I'm currently building new also campus in Adama, which is Ethiopia, our GRCE. I hope I can share that more the program next year. I think we just finished our bidding documentation. It's ready to build, developer, and then now I think that is going well. New city project, which I know that also we have already office. Soon we'll be building, Princess Nora Bint, Abdul University and others. And so I don't have a time to go all over all these, but what I'm for sure for as a message to you on that is now education should be in a level of all as a transformation. Global level, national level, and regional level. In order to mix up or connecting all those, there should be a campus and also the scholarship program connecting different program, different world. There's definitely needed. That's why we need a scholarship. Let this scholarship actually brings you to go to many parts of the world, so everyone can actually travel around and visit the places and learn about the global society. Without moving the people around from one to the other, they cannot live as a global. So you new MZ generation should be able to be travel all around the world. Like you see our Korean PhD as a new entrepreneur visiting your Indonesian places. I know soon there will be in Ethiopia, soon there will be in Europe, Barcelona, soon there will be in Florida, also in the United States, soon there will be also in Sonora, in Mexico, and also finally also to Cuba. I hope all of us actually really live as a global citizen. In order for us that you need to know what's going on. I already have a scholarship and also smart city graduate program in Korea. I hope this also model is great, and then to be shared with also University of Mataram and rest of the world. So I promise you I'll be there, before July. And when I go there, I want to actually seriously discuss how we create a scholarship, especially in the smart city convergence together. And there I will share many of my also effort and also the achievement, so that you can have a benefit out of it. And also Professor Ju already mentioned about the Gaia X project. In order for you to have a Gaia X project like a, data federation, important thing is that you need to have a different authority or community first. You have a digitized and share, collected data. And those data need to be federated in all and overcoming any bureaucratic boundary. So, but those things cannot happen once they already collected data. You need to create the project from the beginning to landscape the data Gaia X like that to be also integrated. So I propose also Indonesia or also ASEAN country from the beginning to have a Gaia X like project so that you can share the data and also education and openness. I want to actually share more about the reference video, but I will stop here. But now we already, what you see is I have a, this academia studied in Korea and Asia. Now that expanded to another ASEAN of, the Indonesia, and we have Africa, which already studied. We have also America studied, and in that way now we reach to already more than four countries to be able to be our a quadruple A campuses. I hope that scholarship actually move over. Finally, more than 12 countries would be able to have such kind of excellent accelerator and funding mechanism. So I'm going to stop here but I think I know how to do it. And then since we've been building already great the digital transformation visit every part of the world, I hope this effort to be also shared with the rest part of the world. I hope some of you go with me to this beautiful another research park headquarters in Adama Science Technology University, which will be built another in 5 years. Hope we also have a cooperation center. Thank you so much, and I'll be stopping here, and I'll be sharing more through Q&A. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Professor Huang and Professor Yong, with the insightful presentation. It's the time to question and answer. Is there any question for the presenter? Yeah, please.
Thank you for the opportunities. I would like to ask Prof. Dr. Yong about strategic direction of smart cities in the urban transformation era. What are some challenges that smart city face when trying to achieve net zero and green growth goals, ESG principles, and what is best and worst possibilities that can be had? Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello? Actually, because of the educational problem, I couldn't hear your questions very well. So could you repeat again, sorry?
Okay. What are some challenges that smart cities face when trying to achieve net zero and green growth goals through the ESG principle? Thank you.
Actually, the smart city is not kind of the isolated one. So a smart city is strongly connected with the individual home and office and the enterprise as well as each household. So the smart city is the kind of economizer. So as I emphasized today, the digitalization and the sustainability. Sustainability is in two terms. One is the environmental sustainability, and second one is social sustainability. So in other words, these two main pillars is mutually interrelated. I mean, mutually supporting each other. So I mean, many people misunderstand sustainability is a kind of the cost. But what I'm saying is the sustainability is not the cost, it's a kind of the opportunity, business opportunity. So actually, by utilizing the many new strategies to the operate the sustainability as well as the digitalization in the area of the smart cities, we can create a lot of the business.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Uh, I think it's clear, very clear. Is any question from audience? No question anymore?
Any question is okay, even though it's not the professional one. So any kind of questions out of your curiosity, you'll be welcome.
Yeah, maybe I have one question, maybe related with Professor Huang presentation. In our case in Indonesia, the open data is not available yet. So, what is the effort that should we do to force the open data available? Since I think data is very important to grow the startup.
Yes. So first thing is, well, I think let's make an assumption that at least city or public organization has a capability to keep or generate the data. Okay. So I think without such capability, open data is not that meaningful. So, but anyway, digitization and data application and keeping data is, anyway, way to go. That means if you don't do that, it means you don't have any certificate for the people at the birth. That like we used to use the paper. So in that way, if there is no documentation, then no formal official work can be done. So publicly, that is way to go. Then when those things are way to go, those are done mostly in the very silo format in the society. But people are now willing to share for various reasons, political reasons. There are the budget or money interest associated with it. So there are the cultural and also learning capability need to be improved. That people should be able to say, if I share more confidently, actually we benefit each other more. Right? So those openness actually is done well when people understand that when they can actually do success when they only can cooperate. But if everyone believes that I can succeed only by fighting or competing each other, then I think that's difficult. But why Korea and many mature society decide to move on to open? Because they have matured enough to do things with the competition, nothing left anymore. The changes, singularity, what we are looking for is not by competition possible. The problem we are looking for or we try to solve is by cooperation. For same reason, if I get, what is important if I close all these, the meeting or conference block, not showing to my colleague? No benefit. No matter whether you have, receiving money or better, our knowledge to be shared better so that at least one more person can learn, and that is beneficial to society. So I think such kind of value system need to be placed. In that, education will play a very important role, Professor. Okay. That's my answer to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor. Maybe is there any question from the floor? Yeah, please.
Thank you so much. I have a question for Professor Chu. It's an honor to meet you in this meeting room as a distinguished professor and former minister in the Republic of Korea. I'm quite excited to discuss with you right now. So my question is how to build a smart city without disrupting the culture that exists in Indonesia. As we know, that Indonesia grows together with the local culture that each region has. How to convince people that they can live in the smart city? Thank you. 감사합니다.
Okay, that is the very nice question, very important question. Actually, smart city is not the disruption from the past. I mean, how to upgrade the quality of life. At the same time, maintain their culture and their history or their tradition. That is kind of the mutually how can I say the opposite side. So I mean we can pursue these two directions at the same time. So as I emphasized at the beginning of the smart city section, actually the smart city is not the only one standard. So the smart city, global smart cities must be built based upon their tradition, their society, their culture. So in other words, what kind of smart cities they would like to live, that is up to the smart citizens. So smart cities must decide what kind of the city they would like to live. So in other words, as I explained to you, there could be five visions of the major visions of the cities: the sustainable, smart, and safe, and healthy, and so on. But that can the smart citizens would like to need to build a kind of consensus. What kind of city they would like to live. So, but actually, digital technology is just only the enabling technology. It's not the goal of the smart cities.
Okay, thank you. Maybe one more question, if there are any. No question? Yeah, please. Maybe this is the last question.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Guru, and I have a question for Professor Chu. This is about transit-oriented development. Maybe the question is, what do you think about the transit-oriented development? Is the transit-oriented development is an important thing to develop to achieve a smart city?
What do you mean by transit-oriented smart cities?
I think the transit, the whole transit in the city, maybe some facility of like car motorcycle in the
Oh,
street.
you are talking about mobility side.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. Even the smart mobility is a very important part of the smart cities, definitely. But as I emphasize, there are many kinds of future smart mobility models. It can be transit-oriented, or it can be more individual-oriented. It can be more massive transportation-oriented. Actually, what importance is how to design the smart cities to minimize the requirement of the mobility. That is a kind of trend, future trend. Many cities are currently talking about 15-minute city or 20-minute city. Then it's actually the how to redesign the city function to minimize the mobility requirement. How to localize the city functions the around the houses. I mean that is related to the remote the jobs, or I mean the remote home work, and remote work, or the remote healthcare, or remote education. Actually, mobility needs to be redesigned to minimize the requirement as much as we can. Actually, likewise, there are many possibilities to redesign the smart mobility within the smart city function.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Professor.
you, sir.
I think that is the last question from the audience. With the last question, afternoon session with senior scholars is yeah, the time for this session is in sorry. Okay, the session for this senior scholar is enough. So we will go to the next agenda. For that, I offer the time to the MC. Thank you very much, Professor Huang and Professor Joe, for insightful presentation and your answer to the audience. Thank you very much, and get a
Okay,
big
thank you.
applause
Thank you very
for
much.
them.
Good luck for everyone. Happy New Year.
Okay, thank you for the honorable speakers and the honorable moderator for the wonderful sessions. Now, for our next agenda, will be the closing remarks from the Honorable Director of the Global R&DB Center, Professor Jun-Sok Huang. To the honorable mention, the stage is yours.
Okay, well, thank you everyone. And first of all, I will make it very short. So as I mentioned in my previous slide, GRC Center C, which is Convergence and Civilization Transformation Center in Korea, which is in several cities, and Gwanakseong and Yeouido. Hope also, we actually can tell you to come over and to educate. So we'll say COME, C-O-M-E, from also GRC Center, and GRC C from Korea. And also second one, which I want to represent, also GRC O, in COME, the second letter, and Osceola County, Orlando, where Disney World is existing. We are planning to also create a certain program and share online and on-site. Same center in the second one with the second letter O, and Osceola County and GRCO Center also is telling you and telling all of us COME, C-O-M-E. And third one, I'd like to say the U Center, the Mataram. And third letter of the COME, COME or COM. And that COM is actually for all of us to learn and share the vision of the green transformation. We want to be the Mataram to be the Mecca and headquarters of the green leadership, and let us call COM. Finally, the COM. The coming center for in 2 weeks will be the Ethiopian Center, GRCE, which we already have a MOU and signed. Now that GRCE, Ethiopian Center, will also operate to build up their economic power and economic ecosystem and free economic zone. I believe many of my friends from Ethiopia here, also Shambal, and also here Meron, many of my Abdisa and Dereze, many of my also students or scholars from Ethiopia is also asking you to say come. And also we'll be building another scholarship and exchange program. I think boldly I'd like to say come again tomorrow, that we'll have our third day. I think we will be able to celebrate all coming day. I still every day we are welcoming all of you. I really thank you for coming to our WINIT session. I think this COME movement, COME movement, from all our GRC center of C, the capital and civilization of Korea. E, as O, for Orlando, Osceola, or Florida for open innovation. M, for the Mataram, a multicultural transformation and also learning for the Mataram. And E, the Ethiopia for economy. We'll be coordinating and doing together. I hope all of you have a great, great day. Thanks for coming. I hope to see you tomorrow again. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Huang, for delivering such a great speech. Our last agenda for today will be the group photo. To all the honorable guests and audience in the offline session, please stand up and have yourself facing the camera at the front stage. And to all the honorable audience in the online session, please turn on your camera and have a documentation with us. Oke, teman-teman bisa majuan ya, diisi barisan depan.
If you show your video, you will have a higher chance to get all these scholarships for coming.
Okay, everyone, have your best pose and smile. We're going to have the countdown in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's have it one more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished our last agenda for today's afternoon session with senior scholars for the second day, the learning day of WINIT 2024. As a reminder, tomorrow is the third day, the ASPP Alumni Networking, that will start at 9 a.m. in Central Indonesian Time or at 10 a.m. in Korean Standard Time. Lastly, as the Master of Ceremony, I apologize from my deepest heart if there were some mistakes during the event. Thank you for joining us. See you in the day 3, the ASPP Alumni Networking of WINIT 2024.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah. Tomorrow also many ASEAN leader will be joining, so I hope that also many Indonesian student and faculty member join. Also all ITPP come and meet a great friend of our ITPP scholarship or our ASPP scholars. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Professor. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Untuk yang belum registrasi bisa melakukan registrasi di link yang telah disediakan teman-teman. Silakan di scan QR code-nya.